G'day everyone. Alright, I'm going to have a look at kit from Hasegawa today. It's a 148 Mitsubishi F-1. This one's in special markings of the 6th Squadron. So this kit came out, it was new tooled in 2004 and it's been boxed 10 times over the years since then. And this particular boxing's from 2011. This is a kit I've long wanted, but it can be quite expensive to come across. If you get it from Japan, most of the time you're going to be at over $100. That's Australian dollars. I picked this up for $60, including postage, from a hobby shop in New Zealand, so on eBay. So good buy. So for aftermarket, I've had a look already. You can get Quinta Studios do the 3D decal set for the cockpit, and ResKit do an resin engine and resin wheels. So they would be things I'll be looking at for it. I have already had a look in the box because if you follow me on Facebook, you'd see my Volti Vengeance that I plan to build from Dora Wings. It's got the friggin' hugest short shot ever, and unfortunately they have not replied to me yet, so it looks like I've been burnt on that one. Anyway, so history of the aircraft. As per most manufacturers. Alright, so it's Hasegawa instructions, so it'll open out, fold out. So starting with the cockpit tub, looks like we got a pilot figure as well on the kit. Intake section going on to the fuselage before they go together. The splitter plate area. Once the fuselage is together, you got the rear hump behind the cockpit going on. The intakes themselves, nose cone, which is in 2 halves, instrument panel combing, and many small parts going on here. So pay attention to what's going on there, because it's in a rather small step in the instructions with so many parts going on. Wings, so you got one large upper wing and 2 smaller sections that plug up underneath. So your part of your spine is the upper wing on the top of the fuselage, and then you got it's rather modular, so you got inserts on the belly, on the base plate, belly plate at the rear, and the nose gear section. The engines, speed brakes, so you have them open. Nose gear going together, and then onto the main gear. And you've got drop tanks and the pylons. You got the 2-part canopy, so the windscreen and the canopy section. There is a bit of a map down here, key to how the aircraft loaded out, but you don't get, Hasegawa don't give you weapons very often. And at the end you've got the sprue map. Colour callouts are in Mr. Hobby. Guns, so you got the lacquer variant, Mr. Colour, then you got the aqueous or acrylic version, Mr. Hobby, and so it's the same squadron, so it's Japan Air Self-Defense Force, 6 Squadron 40th anniversary. There's 2 different markings for the tail on it, and the stabilizer. And I bought this particular one because I like the camouflage. You can get it in the low vis, all over grey, which I do not like. Alright, we got them here, the decals. That's your 2 different tail markings. Oh no, sorry, I only got that one as well. So what's there? Okay. Alright, so yeah, different tail colour options there for the for this marking scheme, and the other one just had the one coloured tail. You've got your instrument panels as decals, which will suffice, but I'd be going aftermarket on this one. They look pretty thick, like Tamiya style, but there should be no problems with them going down. So the old one bag does all, unfortunately. Alright, let's sit that up there. So we got a intake that's come off. So it's the typical plastic. It's quite hard. It's nice and shiny out of the mould. So it's not huge on surface detail, but there is a fair bit going on. And then the other side. That's the inner plate for the intakes. Alright, I'm just grabbing what's on top. Alright, so at the cockpit tub, so I'll have the instrument panel inserts that will sit in the sides, so there is raised detail on them, which will work well with the decals. We got, yeah, so that's the lower wings. So by the looks of it, you need to cut out for the pylons, which have a tab on them that you can see the slot. I'll do the other wing, upper wing. So that is the fuselage section. So hopefully that's all good fit, butts up to the detail on the fuselage area. Well, there is a sidewinder, drop tank, so the wheels are 2 halves, my pet hate. And then you've got your engine. Not much happening there. The res kit one would be a nice replacement for that. The rear stabilizers, the horizontals, a couple of pylons. Alright, so the other drop tank, so this is just a copy of the other sprue, and this one's got this pilot. Because it's aircraft, you can get it as a two-seater as well, the trainer version. So you can see that they've left off that sprue, that piece of the sprue with the other seat and the pilot. It's, I mean, I guess it's okay. You can pose he's posed that he's flying, so that's something. Like he's an airfix pilot with his hands on his lap. So we got the underside belly plate there, heaps of detail on that. Again, you hope that all these fit in position well with no gaps. Nose gear's a single piece, except it's got ejection pin marks in it. I hate that too. Gear legs. And that was our intake, which also has ejection pin marks. These are raised, so you can sand them down. They don't need to be filled. That's if you want to. You could probably just leave them. It'd be hard to see. Get in on an angle to look inside the intake on it. Alright, and now clear parts. Your little rubber doodads, I can never remember the name of them. That's for your, usually it's for pylons or it could be for gear legs or something too. I didn't look in the instructions for them. I think it's got a scratch in it. But they are clear, just, yeah, that one looks like it's been scratched. Unfortunately. No, I think that one's got a bit of a scratch on it as well. So they need polishing out. So no centre seam line though, but they still need polishing. And the little lights, very, very small. And that is it. So yeah, like I said, I wanted this kit for years, but never wanted to pay the big dollars for it, but I picked that up for a bargain, so she's in the stash. Alrighty. You can see there, that was normally 82 bucks. So I'm going to add some still photos now. Thanks for watching.